Come on, keep it in line. Side to side, no room, no time. Hear that crowd talk, hear that hate. One small slip and you make it wreck. Chop shop weekly, we come back mean. Side to side, we live that speed. Chop shop weekly, bad blood loud. One more lap and the roof comes down. Chop shop weekly, we gon' blink, don't freeze. Chop weekly, run with the bees.
Welcome in, everybody, to another Chop Shop Weekly. I'm your host, Brad Dove. My co-host, Jason Day. How are you, Jason?
Good, Brad. How are you?
I'm doing good. How's your week going? It's Wednesday. We normally do this on Monday. Little setback, but we're getting through it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which day of the week it is. Yeah, the people at home don't know what day of the week it is. We could have said it was Monday and just late posting it up. I guess we could have lied to them, but we don't do that to our fans.
No, we don't.
I always think it's funny when you point at me. I don't know if your screen's the same as mine, but you point to which side. I don't know which side. You're right now, but I'm actually on your left on my screen. It's so funny when you do it that way. So it always confuses me. I'm like looking for the other guy that's over there beside me. So
you're on my right. That's weird.
It's always fun. So it was good. Busy week. It was a long weekend here in Canada. It was BC. Well, just here in the province of BC, it was BC long weekends. Call it Family Day or BC Day here. So I had a long weekend with the girlfriend away for her birthday. So that was good. So that's why we had postponed the show on Monday. I was going to be late getting home, so I apologize for that. But we're ready to go tonight and talk about this week in Chop Shop and all the other things we have coming forward, and special guests tonight too. And we'll get right into it.
Yes, we will. So go right into the trucks. Tyler Dalton last night, Tuesday at Darlington. After having a week off, he comes back and pretty much dominates the race with Jurgensen right up there. Jurgensen and him were dealing with lap car of Logan Kroger.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard after the race about the controversy. They were going at it a little bit.
I did hear about it, and I get Logan's point. He was fast, and he was trying to get his lap back, and if he had have got in front of them and a caution came out, Logan's in a good position. At the same time, Logan didn't wreck anybody last night, did anything, so I'm not complaining at Logan. I get why Mark and Tyler were upset because he kind of got between the two and they couldn't really do their racing. Logan's the first car one lap down, and he's as fast as those guys for those 20 laps. I'm going to try for it too. But once he realized he wasn't getting past Tyler and his stuff was wearing out, I think he should have backed off and let Mark kind of go and get in that. Try it for a couple laps, hope for the caution. If not, you get out of the way. I think it was a bad call by Logan to stay there for that long. Although it was funny earlier in the race. Well, obviously, we don't have a clip of it because I don't want to repeat what Jerry had said during the race. But earlier in the race, Logan had the same thought for Jerry. Jerry was a lap down, and Logan got mad at him for being in the way. So I'm not sure why Logan did the exact same thing he complained about for lap cars earlier in the race. But it is what it is, and it was a good race between Tyler and Mark Jorgensen. Mark had actually started at the back with Nate. They both kind of challenged each other to start at the back, and Mark and Nate worked their way all the way through the field and were close to the front even by stage. And then Nate, I don't know if Nate made a pitch strategy or whatever, kind of fell away from those guys, and Mark and Tyler kind of just followed each other around. They're teammates, so they weren't going to race each other too hard. But Tyler had another dominating thing. He had a pole, and he led the most laps and came away with a win.
So I was in the chat with Nate, and the caution that came out on, I believe, 64, 65, somewhere in there, between 60 and 70. There was a pitch strategy. There was a spot where you could take a set of tires. Yeah. He did not go down and take a set of tires. Actually, I didn't either. And a couple other guys didn't. They just took fuel or just stayed out. Like Clint Hackett, he didn't take that set of tires, left a set of tires on the wall. And so and I believe Tyler Dalton, Jurgensen, and Crownover and Causey actually all went and took them tires. And that's the strategy that kind of pretty much worked because we didn't get a caution after that. It actually went clean and green for a hot, slick Darlington. Like, it was really hot. The track temp actually reached 140 some odd degrees. Pretty hot and slick. It was loose coming off the corner, but Tyler Dalton ended up winning that. Congrats to Tyler Dalton.
I didn't find it that slick. I was pretty tight most of the night. Unfortunately, I caused the dove bomb, and congrats to Tyler on the win, by the way. Yeah, we had to bring that up. Myself and Anthony Cranhover got into each other. I felt like I was right beside him. The replay from the overhead looks like I just shot up and hit into him, but from what it felt like when I was in the in-car, for me, in the replay, when I watched the in-car replay of my own, it just looks like we both came to the same spot at the same time, like we sucked together. Eric Schaefer said the same thing. He was right behind us, and we spun. There was no harm, no foul to both of us. Neither one of us hit anything. Neither one of us had damage. I took the EOL. Anthony actually ended up having a really good finish, so I'm glad that he finished very well, and so I didn't ruin his night or anything. And then there was another quick caution between Fred Chase, a couple others. It wasn't Fred's fault. Somebody came up and hit him and caused a big wreck, and I got caught in that, and that basically ruined my night. And I had over 5 minutes worth of damage, and I could never get it fixed because we didn't have any more cautions. And I just drove around and did laps for the rest of the night. So frustrating night for me, but yeah, good night for a lot of drivers. Anthony with a good run. Jorgensen finally had a good run, but still hasn't had, for as dominating as he's been, he still doesn't have that win yet. Nate came through. I don't know where Nate ended up finishing last night, but
Nate ended up finishing third.
Third. Okay. Yeah, he still ended up with the podium, even though his off strategies just shows how good his luck is and how good a driver he really is. It was, some good runs by a lot of drivers.
Yeah, Banks had a little bit of a spin at one point, came back to finish
I think
eighth.
he got turned or taught. Somebody touched him or something. I don't think he did it on his own.
It probably was with contact, knowing that, because Banks doesn't normally spin out. Your stage results were Tyler Dalton, Joseph Kazi, Logan Krogar, Eric Schaefer, Nate Biggert, Mark Jurgensen, Chad Coleman, Brandon Banks, Jason Day, and Joey Gattina. Other big stories that came out of that race: Mark Jurgensen was hard charger from 20th to 2nd. That's the one I forgot to get a picture of. It's okay. Mark Jurgensen, pretty good. Didn't even qualify. Nate Biggert came 21st to 3rd, led 8 laps, had 0 incidences. Joe Sakazi stayed up front most of the night, started 6th, finished 5th, led 28 laps, kept the truck clean. Actually, it was a pretty clean race.
It was a very clean race.
Most part. Your clean standouts were Tyler Dalton, Mark Jurgensen, Nate Biggert, Joseph Kazi, Stoney Benfield, Chad Coleman, Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer, Pat Green, Logan Krogar, Joe Hudson, Michael Newberg, myself, Alan Cryer, Clint Hackett, Michael Strickland, and Brian Wertman all finished with the 0 inches. Brian Wertman actually exited early. Your winner, Tyler Dalton, Mark Jurgensen 2nd, Biggert 3rd, and a pretty clean race. They're going to Iowa next.
Yeah. I just wanted to make one other show. Like, Stoney Benefield doesn't show up very often. He actually had a really good run, which I not to taking anything away from him, but he looked like he was struggling in practice. He was all over the track. He was crashing in practice, and he kept it clean most of the race, and it was a good run for him as well. So yeah, a lot cleaner race than I thought it would be for Darlington, just with the track temperature. Not that it's such a hard place to pass, and if you go in the corner underneath and guy slides up, that's where the contact happens. And there was a lot of give and take. And especially late in the run, there was a lot of lap down cars that just literally pulled down to the inside straights and let guys go, and they knew their place and knew how narrow this track is and how hard it is to pass. So I thought there was a lot of respect, other than a couple little incidents, but I thought it was a good race all in all. Go ahead.
There was a lot of respect at times, and then there was a lot of not respect at times, and it was for the most part, I think the respecting of other drivers was more dominant than the lack of respect. But that series in general, I think there's a lot of lack of respect for others, and we're trying to get in the right direction. It's going to take time, but it's one of the most popular series run because trucks are fun to drive and for the most part, and even though the setups
still trying to find the fun part. Still trying to find the fun part with these trucks, but we'll figure it out one of these days.
I just can't. I can't seem to have a great run with them. I don't know.
Brandon Banks messaged me last night, and he's like, this was exactly where he's like, dude, I have no idea. He said, you're a top 10 truck that ends up with a 30 place finish every time, and he goes, I don't get it how bad my luck is sometimes, or just can't get things to go my way. I get the wreck was my fault early, but I just can't get breaks to happen where I could get something fixed or get back in the race. And I was trying to show a lot of respect last night because I knew I was off the pace. So I think I ended up being like 3 laps down just because I just kept pulling over and letting the field go by me because I didn't want to be in anybody's way. So I was losing lap times just because of that, because it's such a narrow track.
Yeah, you didn't want to be that guy.
No, I didn't want to be that guy again. And I just literally pulled down the straightaway, basically stopping on the straightaway, like down below and letting the field go. And then I'd pull back up on the track and go around again. And it wasn't fun, but at least I completed the laps, but my pound for pound's going down this week after that finish.
It kept your incident count low, so if we do end up going to that thing, it kind of looks good.
Mhm.
So
For sure. So off to Iowa.
Yes,
with the trucks. I think it'll be a good race. That's a fun track to drive. It's racy. It races well in all the series. It'll be really, really good. I look for Nate to do well. It's all, a flatter track. Nate always does really well there. If Colby's there, Colby has a really good track record at Iowa. He loves that track. Look for Tyler Dalton to be on the pole again, like he normally is. I don't know how much he practices during the week, but it's the fact that he can pull off a pole every time and be that consistent. I know he's puts the time in. If Jorgensen's there, he'll be fast as well. Chad Coleman's been really good lately. He's been running really well. So I think those are basically your top five. I think there's Tyler, Nate, Colby, Jorgensen, maybe a Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer in there, and a Coleman to mix it up. I think that's basically your top five, top six for the week.
throw yourself in there. You're going to do all right.
I'm gonna keep myself out of that as a surprise top five if things go well. Let's go for that one. I'm gonna shock the world and complete a race and hopefully get the.
I think if you stay clean, you win the stage.
I just can't.
How's that?
I think the less horsepower in that car actually hurts me. I feel like something with more horsepower, more throttle control benefits me, and the less horsepower, I just don't feel like I can drive those trucks the way they used to be. And I like the old trucks. The way now the new aero packages, the way they run, I don't like them as much as the old ones that were a little bit more loose and not stuck to the track so much.
Yeah, I look forward to a good battle between Tyler, Dalton, Mark Jurgensen. If Colby shows up, since he did miss Darlington and Nate extended the gap over him, throw him in there. I don't know. I look Logan to be fast. I'm gonna go with Nate. Nate's going to pull off another win.
Nate's a good pick. I'm going to throw Logan in there for the first 15 laps after each one of the cautions because, he's got great speed for 15, 20 laps if he keeps himself clean. You pick Nate. If Colby shows up, I'm going to go with Colby or I don't know, maybe Tyler. Tyler's on a hot streak right now too. But if Colby's there, I'm going to go with Colby because Colby needs a win. And he'll be surprised. He'll be surprised I picked him because I don't, particularly pick Colby normally, but he's just good at that track, and he's picked that track in the end of the schedule for a reason.
He schedules a schedule to make himself better. Let's move on to Xfinity. They were at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Our great friend and I don't know if you call him a teammate or my driver / I'm not sure
if he'd call you a teammate. You could call him a teammate.
I'm not sure if he'd call you a teammate. No, he called me his crew chief.
You are his comedy connection. That's what I got from it. Tyler says he laughs so much.
Listen, you got to ask him.
I will. Okay, well, this week's winner at Indianapolis, Tyler Lemon. Let's bring him up.
Welcome in, Tyler.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
Well, congrats on the win. Sorry. Go ahead, Dov.
How's your week going? Congrats on your win.
It's we're getting there. It's Wednesday, so a couple of days closer to the weekend and another night of racing. So looking forward to it.
You got to kiss the bricks there at Indy.
You didn't do a burnout on them, did you?
I was gonna, but kind of did like a Polish victory lap kind of deal and stopped right past them. And then
it's a big deal to do that. So. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Did you run out of fuel?
No, I had probably 4 or 5 laps left.
So tell us about your win at Indy. You're back in the hunt. Only 1 point back, making up 15 points after kind of a dismal start to the this round of the playoffs. Yeah, tell us about the win at Indy and how things are going for you.
Yeah, I knew I had to win. I knew I needed to win the stage, and I asked you and Kevin coming to the green flag. I was like, hey, you guys think I should run away with this, try to run away, or just kind of fall back and do my thing? And you guys both agreed to go get it. So that's what I did. Joey got by me there for a couple laps, but I didn't let him get away. And I knew clean air was going to be king there. So I had the car on the looser side. So I kind of, I knew if I got behind him, hopefully I could kind of get back underneath him on exit. And that's how I was able to pass him and just hit my marks and eventually just drove away from him and won the stage. So I kind of changed how I was driving after the pit stops. I looked at the tires, and I like to keep my right front and right rear balanced. I like them to be the same percentage. And I had used more right front than right rear. So I kind of changed my driving style on that second stage there. I think that's kind of why he got away from me. And then once it kind of come into play, and I was able to reel them back in. It really helped that the tires were pretty even almost. When I checked them after the green flag pit stop, they were pretty close. So yeah, man, I hated it for him that he spun out on pit road. They moved that dang cone back, and I think it just surprised him. He locked him up and hit the wall. It would have been a crazy battle for sure. But hey, man, you got to have some luck every once in a while. So we'll take that.
Rumor has it you have a crew chief helping you out over there. Let's hear about that.
Yeah, Dub. I said in the interview, you guys haven't watched the interview, go back and listen to it from Signature Esports. But yeah, Dub, I don't have a fancy setup. I don't know how to do overlays and all that stuff. So I don't think I could even watch the screens. I focus so much, but I ask for lap times quite often to kind of base how hard I need to run. And it's massive. When I won this championship in season 1, I credited it a lot. I had changed my spotter package going into the last race, and it gave me a lot of lap times. For some reason, I don't know, through updates or whatever, it doesn't really do that anymore. It's like it matters to me. I need to know what's going on, and Dove, he's always there. He's got the fancy stuff going on, and he might tell me to hold on a second. He needs to get to a straightaway, but I need those lap times. He's always coming in clutch, and people pit. He's always telling me, he's not just a crew chief, he's like a spotter too. So, I was asking, hey, let me know when these guys are pitting, what's going on and stuff like that. So I definitely have the edge there. I think if, or people don't have anyone to help them, I definitely have the edge for there.
Tell us about your throwback paint scheme for this week. You ran that paint scheme back in season 1. Let's hear why you did that. And you and Kevin did that, actually.
Yeah, Kevin, he's my boy. He's had not a great season, so we haven't got to race each other as much as we would like, but we still talk all the time. And I don't know, after Michigan, I was about to done. I was done. I was checking out because I didn't think I was going to be able to gain that many points. There was 17 guys race, something like that.
Yeah.
So there was no way I think I could gain that many points. And I don't know, I was just like, I need something to change. And that car has won a lot of races, a lot of one-off races too. And I just kind of messaged him, and I had a crazy battle at Indy the first season. It was him and I, that was it. No one was going to touch us. And he ended up beating me. I just said, hey man, let's just throw it back. It's a special race. It's a crown jewel in real life. And we did. And I did have a different number on the card. Season 1, I was 23. I just switched to 29. And that's what I stuck with. But yeah, man, that thing, it's going away. I'm not going to run it this week. I'm going to take it off. But
do we see it come back for the championship race?
It's possible because season 1 championship was at Homestead. So yeah, it's got a lot of one-off wins. I'll tell you that. So that's why we switched. And it was good to have it back. I've always liked that scheme, and it means a lot. It was season 1 championship scheme. So it was that's why I brought it back.
What's your confidence level going into what do we got? 3 races left now? 4 races?
We got 2.
2
Kentucky and Homestead.
What's your confidence level with 2 races left, being 1 point behind? You're behind 1 point behind RB and Pat Green. What's your confidence level there?
It's pretty high. I mean, obviously we don't want what happened in Michigan. I was just cruising at Michigan. I mean, that was my own fault for being back there. So I think I just got to change it up. I'm not going to try not to fall out of a certain position further back than that. I love Kentucky. It's the 1 and 2 it's banked. You're running almost wide open. You breathe the throttle a little bit. Then 3 and 4, you got to back it up. It's multi grooves. You'll see what groove I like to run. It's on Saturday. It's what I always run there. We raced there earlier this year, but it was at night, and I had a really good run going. I think some pit strategy or something messed it up, but
I believe Pat won that race too.
Yeah, it was either him or Siegfried because they were both super fast. But and then Homestead, I love Homestead. The only thing about Homestead, I wish it was during the day. Like, I love that track when it's hot and slick. But I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. If I can, I'm gonna keep those guys behind me. No more. I don't want to say no more, but tire saving might have to go out the door because I think it's just sometimes it's just proven this gets me in trouble. Being around people I shouldn't be around. So the goal is just to keep them behind me as best I can.
Yeah, I think right now with stage points being important, being basically a 3-way tie, winning a stage, being aggressive at a stage, getting that stage points makes a huge difference for you. Obviously, it worked this week. It helps you gain a lot of points back up. congrats on the win again, by the way. But the Homestead, I think for you being so dominant at Indy, even though Homestead's a bank track, they race very similar. When somebody's good at Indy, they're usually good at Homestead. And I don't know why it plays that way, just the way the corners go through, the way you throttle control through the corner. Yeah, they're totally different, but yet it tends to feel the same way. Guys that can roll momentum without being full throttle. Can be against the wall. You can be at the bottom of Homestead. Homestead races well, multi-grooves, so you don't have to worry so much about being in trouble. You can kind of pick and choose where you want to pass guys, which makes it nice for you. I think you're going to do well at Kentucky as well. I was just going to mention about the Brad crew chief thing. I was going to laughing about that, but they say sometimes when you can't drive, it's better to be a teacher, I think. But I'm just giving you a hard time, Brad. Brad's great to have in the room with you. I'm glad he was there to help you out on Saturday. I got a couple messages from you over the last week or two, and you were feeling pretty down about the way your championship was going. And I know I said to you, you can't give up. You got to keep going for it. Just relax and have fun and do what you did for the first half of the season. It's something I tell my kids too, or my youngest son in playing baseball. Like he put a lot of work into it. But I said to him, if there was ever a point that you're not having fun, I don't want you to do this anymore. And it has to be fun for you. And there's no sense of doing it's not fun. So the same thing goes for you. Like, make it fun. Things will go your way. You're a great driver, good dude. Super happy the way this championship. And you know what? Good for you. Good for Chop Shop to have a basically three-way battle right now for this championship. Yeah. This is awesome. It's really good. Yeah. Good for the broadcast. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Brad's pretty much asked you everything that I was going to ask you. So Brad stole my show because he knows I talk too much. So he made sure I wasn't getting any words in. He's like, screw this guy. I'm going to let do all the talking. I figured. No, you were on a roll. It was absolutely. It was awesome. It was really good.
My segment. So.
Who do you feel like is your biggest threat right now for these next two races? Who do you think you're going to have to battle the most with right now?
Probably Pat. I mean, RB's super good at saving tires, like I am. I guess I don't know. Pat probably just for raw speed, but RB's cranked up the.
He has
the intensity.
He's gotten more aggressive
and aggressiveness. Sure. I mean, I was complaining at Michigan about the aggression. I'm not an aggressive driver. If I get pushed around, I'll push back, but that's not my first instinct. And I was complaining to Dove and Kevin, like, man, these guys, it's 30 laps into the race.
Right.
Like, let's calm down. Let's get to the end, and then we could bang doors. And that's why I said, so try to keep them behind me. I mean, that was the plan at Indy. Like, I didn't want any part of trying to pass those guys at Indy because you can't pass there.
Yeah, clean air is so key at that track.
Yeah. And I knew Joey and I raced. I raced some Sim 500 races with him, and he's racing Chop Shop, and we had that crazy finish at Vegas. So he knows how I race, so he's going to race me hard, but he's also going to kind of give me some room. I mean, he even let me go on that long green flag run going into turn one. He lifted early and didn't even battle me. So
I think Joey understands the championship, implications of it too. He's not in that battle, and Joey races hard. And he usually races pretty clean, but like you said, he knows that you're in the championship. He's not going to do something to screw your championship just by racing too hard and causing a wreck.
But back to having fun, it's important that Dove and Kevin are in there because they go back and forth all night long, making fun of each other. And Kevin, he's a one-liner. I mean, Dove will say something and Kevin will just, it's like clicks. And
that's awesome.
And it just has me laughing. And I mean, before the race and practice, it's just funny. And I think, Dove, didn't you come in to join us right when I got hot and started and won all those races?
Well, listen, I'm the reason you got hot.
Okay,
well, I don't know because then he went on a downhill slide there for a bit once you came in. So I don't know.
No. Yeah. So he won his second race, and that's when I joined him, and then he won 4 more after that because he kept asking for lap times, and I'm like, how am I going to crew chief and drive at the same time, especially on smaller tracks? And we went to, where was it, Bristol a few weeks ago, or a short track, and he's asking lap times. I'm like, how the heck am I going to get these lap times at the same time and drive hard? So I'm looking up at my right monitor because that's where I have my lap times, and it's like I can't win. So instead of looking to my left, I'm looking to my right.
I've given you some of my secrets and tips.
It's helping a lot. You've helped me get a lot of raw speed.
Tyler doesn't give me any. He just asks me. I give.
I don't have nothing for the Cup car.
Yeah,
I
don't
need
know.
help in that thing. I mean, I do feel better since I've switched to a Toyota. I don't know, man. I'm like how you talked about in the 87s, how you can feel the car kind of roll over on the right rear. Like I can feel it in the wheel in the Xfinity, in the O'Reilly
Absolutely.
car.
Yeah.
And the hood, I couldn't stand the hood in the Chevy car on the next gen because of that hood scoop. And I feel like once I switched to the Toyota, the hood is a lot, it's a lot smoother than like the O'Reilly car is. And I can feel it. I can see it move, and I can feel it in the wheel. And like, it's just hard to explain. I can feel when it's getting loose. I can run the car on the ragged edge of being loose, but not too loose, and to where it burns up the right rear. And I don't know, it's just weird. It's just how I can drive those cars. And some people, they just can't stand them that loose. But hey, man, I'll throw that thing around like a dirt late model if I have to.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the way that type of car, like the Cup car, kind of runs evenly on all four. You kind of burn left sides more than you do right sides, which is the weirdest thing ever. That's why it throws so many people off to drive it. Where the truck, the O'Reilly's car, the 87s, like the old school racing, you're driving on the right rear. And if you watch the O'Reilly's cars in real life, I mean, they've got the offset rear end. They're basically set to just ride on that right rear and turn, and it's basically to set them up to as loose as possible, to be as fast as possible, whatever you can handle. And yeah, definitely you can feel anytime I've driven the O'Reillys or the Arca or anything, you definitely can feel way more in the wheel than you can in the Cup car. The Cup car is a whole different beast for sure. I like it either way. Your lap times, though, there's something in your settings that's wrong, because I have it set now so my crew chief tells me every lap what my lap times are, and sometimes it'll tell me the leader. So there's something in your spotter setting that's not turned on, because you should be able to get that every lap.
Listen, we're okay with this. I enjoy being crew chief.
I use crew chief, like it's old.
Yeah.
So
I don't use it. I don't use it anymore because now I switched to the new spotter, and iRacing is actually better than what crew chief was. So I once they whenever they did the big update with the crew chiefs or the spotter stuff, I switched back to iRacing, and it works way better, and the lap times are really consistent and stuff too. So
don't change.
It's all right, Dub.
Don't change it.
Yeah, Dub, you're not gonna get fired. Okay.
Yes, I get to keep my job for another 2 races.
So hey man, I mean,
that's good.
Like I said, I love having you and Kevin around. It's great. I mean, Kevin and I would talk, but I get so focused, and so there'll be laps where I won't say nothing or whatever. And then, so it's nice you two kind of sit there and go back and forth, and this keeps me company, man. I mean,
listen, we help lighten the mood for you, especially when
I'm already a
situation.
serious person as it is, and in real, in my life, and so it definitely helps. That's why I'm excited to hopefully get back to running on Friday nights, hanging out with all you guys in Discord. So really looking forward to that.
Maybe I should stop switching rooms from Dove and go into Striker, because Dove seems to be helping you out, but maybe you can help me out.
Me spot for you. Let me think about this.
You
run better than I do.
Not
happening.
I got it bad enough. I got to listen to Jerry in my ear, and then yeah.
What's wrong with listening to Jerry in your
nothing.
ear?
But usually when he has to say something has nothing to do with racing, so it throws you way off when you're driving around thinking there's something random out of Jerry, and you're like, what? And you start thinking about it, and you mess up for 1 or 2 laps, and then you're good. So no, love Jerry though. He's awesome. He's super funny.
Oh, we all love Jerry.
Yeah.
Tyler, what's your plans for the upcoming, following this season? You got any upcoming plans you want to announce now or down the road after you maybe win the championship? Or
no, I mean, I'm hoping they kind of open the cap up for Saturday nights. I was talking to Joey about that, and I made it, I said, I know it's a developmental league, but if the guys aren't going to be there every week, then let's just open it up. I'm sure there's a lot of guys that want to run these cars. These cars are a blast to run, and I want to see 25, 30 cars on the track. It's better for everybody. It's better for the broadcast, but it's Saturday night is a tough one. Yeah, it's a tough time slot to make. I mean, it starts at 8:30 for me, so I don't have a lot going on throughout the summer, anyways. But I don't know. I'm hoping I get to come back to the O'Reilly cars if I win it. I've got 6 wins in the season, 7. Kevin had 7 in season 1, so there's a chance for 8 if I won the last 2. But I don't know. This new job, I'm really hoping to want to run Friday nights for sure. And then I would love to try the trucks out with you guys. I think I'm pretty decent in the trucks, and I would like to find out how bad I am. Or, I think it would be fun.
You'll come back and run back with me. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. If they implement that incident rule, I think that'll clean it up a lot. So I don't know, maybe run some trucks. I know I talked to you Dove about running AMP on Sunday nights. They start early enough to where that race was over at like 9 o'clock, I think.
9:30.
So 9:30, right? So I mean that's early enough for me to get some sleep. So definitely hoping to run some more. I guess if something crazy happens, hopefully I'll still always be around for Saturday nights. So we'll just have to see what happens.
Listen, you better be there for Saturday nights. We can't lose our back-to-back. Oh no, you finished second last year.
Yeah.
And then this year, hopefully you don't finish second 2 years in a row. You'll be a Mark Martin.
Yeah, I know.
Don't talk about that. I did that in Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say though, if that 89 car was out there, that would be a different story right now. So miss Blake being out there. I was thinking about him this week. So sure, I got stuff going in my life, and I kind of complain, and it's like I can't imagine what he's going through, and so definitely miss him out there. And shout out to the Dudley family. So this one's still for Blake. That's what this championship was for. So still going to try to go get it for him. So
go get it for Blake.
Yep.
We look forward to talking to you more before the championship race. We'll try to get you all four of you, or all three of you at the top. Yep. And, we look forward to talking to you. Good luck at Kentucky.
Yeah, I might join you guys Friday night. We'll see what time I got to go to work Saturday morning. And I love Dover. I even like Dover in the Cup cars. So I'd love to try to join you guys Friday night. So maybe I'll see you then. But if not, I'll definitely be there Saturday, ready to go to war, see what happens.
Well, we have a rule on the show that we're not allowed to pick the same driver for the race week, but I think this week Dub and I both can't not pick you and for the rest of the season. So I'm going to change the rule for this week, and Dub and I are both allowed to pick, unless you have somebody different, Dub, but I'm picking Tyler.
No, I'm picking Tyler.
So, yeah.
The only other option, I'm going with Kevin if Kevin shows up.
You know what? I've said Kevin
really
a few
good.
times. I said Kevin a few times, but I feel like Kevin and if Kevin's up front and Tyler's behind him, Kevin's letting Tyler get this win, and I would too if I was a teammate or the way it was going. I would let you go. So I can't see Kevin winning if there's a chance that Tyler has a chance to get a win here. And I'm not taking anything away from Pat or RB or those guys. They're great drivers. So I hope I'm not offending them this season when I keep picking you every week. It's just I just something about the way you drive reminds me of, I don't even know what the way I used to drive or even drive now. Like you're calm, you keep it clean, you don't cause issues, you're not wrecking people, you're always respectful, and I enjoy that. I don't like guys that go in and rattle feathers and make people mad and that kind of stuff. I like old school racing, and you bring that out for what I watch and what I enjoy, and you're just a great dude, and I want to see you win this championship.
I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I mean, Pat and RB, look at their stats. I mean, it speaks for themselves. So, I mean, I know they have as good a chance as I do. So
yeah, Pat's a great guy to battle a championship with. I battled him in the ARCA series, and it was good. I came on. He started off really strong, and I think he won 4 races or something, or 3 races right away. And then I just got really lucky and won. I think I won. What did I win, Brad? Like 5 or 6 of the last races in a row, and I just got really lucky. And Pat was he was there every week. Him and I were side by side almost every week in that ARCA series. So he's great to run with.
Yeah, all I ask from the guys is let's keep it clean. That's it. I don't we
don't want anybody spinning each other out for a championship.
I'm not going to wreck someone for a championship. I won't do it. It's just I just won't. So I mean, so RB, Pat, if you guys are listening, please don't wreck me for this. Let's just keep it clean. We can door bang and stuff like that, but please, it's devastating when you get taken out early or whatever in a race. I would rather lose it on the last lap than get taken out, stuff like that. So that's all I hope for is nice, clean last couple races, and hopefully we put on a great show for everyone that watches.
Listen, if my crew chief keeps showing up and being fast and helping giving me good pointers right here, Tyler Lemon, if he keeps helping me, I might be in victory lane this weekend. You never know.
I've told you, stop playing doing dub things.
Hey, it worked this weekend.
So
it played out good this past weekend. So
when we pit after the stage break, come in and get tires like everyone else does.
Yeah,
come back out. And
we should talk about that in the Cup race on the weekend. We'll talk about Dubs staying out under caution because it caused a bit of controversy last week. But we'll get into that a little bit.
Yeah, come on, Dubs.
But yeah, good. Congratulations, Tyler. Thanks for being on the show. We appreciate it. Come on anytime, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for everything you do. Can't wait to watch this back. It's one of my favorite things to do every week is watch the podcast. So you guys, truly, from the bottom of my heart, you guys do a fantastic job. I know I've talked to, Jason, you about, you get nervous, stuff like that. But, man, you guys you kill it every week. So
appreciate it. Appreciate you.
It's amazing to watch. And I know everyone else feels the same way. So thank you guys, and yeah, I'll maybe see you Friday night. If not, I'll be there Saturday. So thanks, guys.
Go win
Thank
one.
you. Go with it.
We'll give her a go.
So the rest of the Brickyard will go about Joey Katina found himself in position to challenge for the win after leading 19 laps, but a speeding penalty on pit road and spinning out cost him the win. A few of your leaders were myself, Kevin Winker, Fred Chase. Pit road strategy cycled Tyler Lemon back to the front after that and had a clean day at the Brickyard. Pat Green put together one of the strongest performances of the year for himself and charged from sixth on the grid to finish second, just over 9 seconds behind the winner. And RB completed the podium with a consistent, mistake-free afternoon. Your top 10 were Tyler Lemon, Pat Green, RB Turner, Jonathan Casebeer, Shannon Wood, Brad Dove, Tyler Dudley, Robert Dudley, and Kevin Winker and Mike Daniels. The season's getting spicy and going to be a heck of a championship run.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been a good season, all season. A great group of drivers, lots of different winners. Yeah, I'd like to see the fields be a little bit larger. Like Tyler said, it's tough on a Saturday night. A lot of guys are busy, family time, things like that. I know Saturdays never work for me, although I plan on running one or two next season. Being allowed. Hopefully the new rule will allow Cup Series drivers to run a couple races here or there. But yeah, it's been great. It's shaping up to be. I mean, you have 1 point separating the top three. You couldn't ask for anything better for 2 races to go. So good on Chop Shop. Good on this series. Good on the drivers for making it close, and good for the broadcast. And thanks to Signature for broadcasting the whole season and being there every step of the way for this championship.
And I kind of would like to see the championship stay the same for this series, only because it helps keep the car count higher. Especially with a tight battle like this. The car count's up and down right now. Not a lot of guys are in it, but if we keep the point system like this, I think you bring in a couple of the Cup guys for them races. Their points don't count toward points.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it helps build the field and helps also propel this to be a bigger league, keeping the point system the way it is instead of changing it.
Yeah, for sure. I think, like you said, like what we've talked about, the night makes it harder, the Saturday night or whatever. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this point championship as a driver, but as a fan who somebody's not in the series and watching it and watching this championship play out, I'm definitely a fan of the points system. But as a driver, I'm not a fan of it. I like the what the system that they have now, but like the real system of the Xfinity and Cup guys run now. But what's working right now in Chop Shop for this series, it's working great. And you're right, keeping that point system for an introductory series or an iRating Cap series, it might not be a bad idea.
So they're off to Kentucky. Going to be hot, slick. It's going to be a day race. The weatherman's probably going to spice that weather, sun up, no clouds.
It can't be as hot as Darlington. 141 degrees last night. It got a track temperature, so it was hot.
Depends on what day of the year he does. It could be. It's going to be a fun track. Going to be slick. I look forward to seeing Tyler win this race, as probably you do. Pat Green's going to give him one heck of a battle.
I think so.
I think you'll see Kevin and RB up there battling if Kevin shows up, and I look forward to the last 2 races, and hopefully, no offense, I love all 3 of the guys battling, but Tyler, go win us this championship, because this whole podcast is pulling for you.
Yeah, and it'll be a good race. There's some. Kentucky's a good track. It's multi-groove. You can run top, bottom. Lots of places to pass. I look for guys like Fred Chase, John Hammond, if he's there, to show lots of speed early. Depending on how cautions fall or strategy, somebody could mix something in there, a Daniels or whatever, could throw something in with some strategy. But straight up racing wise, it's a great track to race on. I look for good battles, like you said, between Pat Green, Tyler, Winker, Fred Chase, all those guys, Case Spear. Like, those guys are all fast. They're all going to run well together. So yeah, it'll be good race. That track's always fun, and good luck to Tyler and all the rest of the field.
And I believe if anybody has a chance to steal a stage out of them 3, they're going to steal it, because them points matter. They're going to try to steal the stage, try to maximize points. if they don't feel they have a winning car, they're going to try everything in their power to get max stage points.
I think you're going to see one of the most aggressive stages to the point. It's like for the season. I think you're going to see the next 2 weeks. The stage points are so huge that I think you're going to see very aggressive first stages of these races.
That's that for Kentucky. So just so everybody knows, they're at Kentucky this week, bye week, then Homestead. So Labor Day they have off, Labor Day weekend they have off, and then we're back for Homestead.
Are we up to Labor Day already?
We're getting there.
Holy moly!
It's getting pretty darn close. I think it's Labor Day, right?
No, I think it's only the first of the
I
month.
don't know. I don't know. There's a freaking break there. I don't know why.
Labor Day is not till September, so I think we're a little ways away.
Oh, there's a break on August 15th.
Okay.
That's the night of the Dove, the Chase Carter race. We'll talk more about that at the end of the show. Cup Series review, Gateway, pretty exciting race. Nate Bigger took the win. Congrats to Nate. We'll go ahead and pull up his card.
Track position, clean air, huge at that track. Nate was able to get the lead over a controversial restart with a car staying out with no tires. We won't talk which car that was, but it definitely played in a factor for Nate getting past Tyler in that stage. And Tyler was not impressed with you, Brad, but you did what you needed to do for points. You wanted to get the lead a lap and get those points for that, and that's your strategy, and you're allowed to do it. There's no rule saying you can't. It just happened to work out for Nate that he was able to get by and basically lead the rest of the race. But Tyler was great all race. It was good racing. It was really good racing most of the race. I think I finished top 5. I had 4th going till about 2 laps to go, and Tyler got by me. I made a mistake, and Tyler got by me for 4th spot. But yeah, it was good, really good race. Lots of good drivers in that one, and it was a lot of fun. And Nate, Brandon Banks looked like he might have had a shot at one point to get Nate, but he just couldn't get by. So clean air was just so huge.
So Nate grabbed the lead, took control on lap 45. And led staggering 136 laps, surviving every restart. He hauled off Banks by 0.265 seconds at the line. Gateway delivered 8 cautions for 24 laps, 3 lane changes, turning the race into a brutal battle for track position.
It was so hard to pass. It was brutally hard to pass. Clean air was so huge, and you just couldn't get a run to pass guys. And if you just had to wait for a guy to make a mistake, it was one of the toughest ones I've seen to pass. And we talked to Nate about this too, and a few of the other guys. The gearing this time in the Cup car was, in my opinion, way off. The fact that we had to shift all the way down into 3rd in turn 1 and 2. Turn 1 and 2, we had to go all the way down to 3rd, back up to 5th on the backstretch, down to 4th. Like, it was just. We did the math. I think we're shifting 6 times a lap, and it ended up being like
sometimes.
No, it has been 1,000 sometimes. Yeah, and it was 180 laps at 6 times a lap, and it was brutal. It was the amount of shifting we had to do. I was sweating by the time it was done. It was a fun track, newly updated, smoother, new pavement update. Visually it looked great. It raced smoother. I just found it. It wasn't the track that wasn't racy. It's the Cup car. It's just so hard to pass. It's so aero dependent, and the clean air, like you said, like once Nate got in front, there was no passing. Although Nate and Tyler had a good battle at one point in the first stage, I saw them trying to exchange positions, get past each other. It was really fun to watch behind them. But again, it's just another one of those tracks where if you're out front, you're guaranteed to win the race if you don't make a mistake, and Nate doesn't make mistakes when he's in front.
That's for sure. Nate's unstoppable when he's in front and has control of a race. He can control his tire wear a little bit better and control his pit strategy. Brantley Gleaser fired off from the pole, controlling the opening laps before Tyler Dalton powered into the lead on lap 11. Dalton looked capable of taking over the night, leading 32 laps, but lap 40 caution changed everything. Kind of my fault, but it was my strategy, like you said, and I'm going to do what I need to do for my points. Bigger took lead after that. Banks had a long run car most of the night. Michael Strickland climbed from 12th to 6th. Joey Gattina finished 7th with Chad Coleman, Logan Krogar, Cam Darrow completing a fiercely contested top 10. Your hard charger goes to Brad Dove. We'll show you guys that real quick. I believe I put that in here, did I not? Probably not.
And I'm going to say I've been giving Logan a hard time, because his incident counts are up and he's on that most wanted list and he's been causing a lot of stuff. But the last few weeks, he's been kind of staying out of trouble and staying in that top 10 in the Cup and in the other series as well. So, hats off to Logan, even though he had a little controversy with what he did on Tuesday in the Truck Series, but he's been running better and hasn't been causing any wrecks. So good on Logan. What are we having for dinner, Brad?
I don't know. I was on the move most of the night after starting 29th. I passed all the way up to 12th, gaining 17 spots, leading 2 laps. It was difficult to pass, that's for sure. It was a lot of strategy that
It was almost impossible. Yeah.
I wasn't shifting all the way down to 3rd until later in the run. And I think that benefited me. I was only shifting down to 4th. 0 incidences for Nate Bigger, led 136 laps. They're going on to Dover. Actually, let's look at the points. Points for Cup. Nate Bigger has a 23-point lead, and then an 83 back. No, yeah, 83 back to you.
Yeah, I jumped back up from 4th to 3rd. Brian Fine lost 2 spots from 3rd to 5th. And Brandon Banks, with his 2nd place finish, was able to jump him up into 4th place. So Brandon Banks is climbing back up. He's going to be in the championship hunt, I think, by this time the season's over.
Look at that battle from 12th to 20th. It's
a crazy battle.
Look how close that is. Yeah. That's insane. That just shows how competitive every series is,
Mm-hmm. And this championship could shake up a little bit too. We talked to Nate last week on the show. If things change with his job, like he potentially could start missing some Friday nights, so that changes the whole complexity of this championship. And I don't want to lose Nate in this championship. Nobody does. He deserves to be here. He probably deserving of another championship. He's got, what's he got? How many wins he's got now? Six wins, and he's missed 2. Five wins. He's got 5 wins. I think he's missed 2 races. He's leading the points, so he could miss a few more and probably still win this championship. But if he ends up not being able to race, it's going to be a heated battle again for guys that are going to jump up and say, "Hey, Nate's not here. Let's step up and go." It could shake things up a lot in this championship. As much as we don't want to see Nate leave, but sometimes work and family comes into play, and we hope Nate can continue his hope. But yeah, it's been a great battle, some really good runs. Chris Justice, I don't know, he hasn't showed really he's moved up or whatever, but he's been consistent lately. He's been super fast. He's been getting close to the top 2 or 3 starting spot every week. He's been running faster every week. Cameron Devrio, always got Chad Coleman. It's been a consistent top 10 all season. So this championship's going to be a battle.
Who's your biggest surprise down near the cut line, being in and out?
This is no offense to you. I like seeing you in that top 20, Brad. Like you've been running well. You've been consistent. Those points, even though you might have caused some controversies, that extra point you get for leading a lap, that's huge. That helps you out in those situations. And as much as Tyler was mad at that, they shouldn't be surprised. You do this every week. You are the one guy who stays out, one or two of you, but you stay out every week. So it's not a surprise. Everybody shouldn't be just surprised to see somebody stay out on a stage to try to gain a point or two. Everybody does it. There's a few guys that do it here or there. Biggest surprise, I think, yourself. Rayburn, to see him up there, he's been running really consistent. Normally, Rayburn's fast, but he usually has some bad luck. He's been kind of back there. I don't know really anybody else that really surprises me other than, well, not that surprises me. I guess it's just you guys have had more consistent runs than you normally have. It's not that a surprise that you guys are up there. And again, the guy I said before I've been super impressed with is Craig Parks, consistently staying in that top 20 and running clean. He runs very clean every week.
Who's your biggest surprise that you think should be in the top 16 that is not right now?
I think Clint. I think Clint's been just bad luck. Clint's a top 15 driver, in my opinion, in this league if he stays clean. Does Clint have winning speed every week? No, but he has the consistency, and he should be in that top 15, in my opinion, but he's just had bad luck. I think Clint's my biggest surprise. I think Logan would be a top 15 driver if he didn't get himself in trouble here or there. I think he's got the speed to be a top 10, top 15 driver. Other than that, I think everything's kind of playing out the way it really should be.
You took the words right out of my mouth the way I would have said it. Dover coming up, going to be Friday night. What do you expect from Dover?
Fast track. It's almost scary how quickly you go around the track. Things happen quickly. If a wreck happens, it's going to collect 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars. There's nowhere to go. Hopefully there's not the big wrecks. Dover has a potential to stack up on restarts, and then once it spreads out, it can go green, which would be good. Look for Nate to be to be fast, Tyler to be fast. Those two, I think, will be the two battling it out again. I have a couple wins at Dover. One with Nate, I think, wrecked out, and I end up getting a win. I think I'm going to do well here. I feel confident. Probably won't win, but I definitely feel confident at Dover. I look for Cameron to be up front. Chad Coleman. I'd like to see Stryker come back and finish with a top 3, even to pull off a win. I think Stryker has a chance of getting a win here at Dover as well if he has a clean run. We just need to get that. Need to get Friday night race control so he doesn't have to do this and he can concentrate on racing.
Listen, I would love to see Stryker win because we get to talk to him. That means, and
I would too.
That
he said he wouldn't be on here unless he wins, so we're not all going to pull over and let him win. But I'd like to see him get a win.
I'm going to pick Michael Strickland for a win.
I'm going to go with a guy who's been heating up, and I'm going to go with Brandon Banks.
That's a good pick. Brandon Banks has been solid and finishing in the top. I believe he's finished in the top 5 the last 2 races.
2 or 3 weeks, yeah. He's been doing really well.
Hopefully, if that track becomes a fuel mileage race, which it easily could.
I don't want it to be that. I look for Tyler or Nate to do really well if it's a fuel mileage race.
If it's a fuel mileage race, I go with Nate. He's really good at saving fuel, and he's I don't know, he's just got.
So we figured it out last night why he's able to save more fuel than everybody else. Did you hear why?
No, why?
Because the turtle shell holds an extra couple gallons of fuel.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I need to run a turtle shell.
Yeah. So the turtle shell holds more. So it needs to go through at the end of the season, like F1. The turtle shell will be outlawed because it's allowed this year, but it's going to be gone next year. I'm gonna put a protest in for the turtle shell to go away because he's carrying extra fuel.
Damn, Nate, you had to cheat with the turtle shell. Michigan for the 87s. Actually, before we do that, we're going to show a little advertising.
Good commercial.
I love that commercial.
We're heading to Phoenix, not Michigan. We were just at Michigan. We were just at Michigan. Yeah, we're heading to Phoenix.
August 6th that's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Looking forward to it. Old Phoenix, Legacy Phoenix. So no dog leg. There is the grass in the dog leg section. So can't drive down there or you're going to spin out for sure. Configuration is different. 1 and 2 is in a different spot. 1 and 2 is now
flip them.
3 and 4, flip them around. So they've completely changed. And so 1, 2 is now 3, 4. And good. Going to be a good track. I think it's going to, I said at Dover thought was going to be a lot more spins than it was. I think throttle control is going to be huge here at Phoenix. I tested maybe 5-6 laps just to get a feel for it. And if you get on the throttle too quickly, it's definitely going to go around on you. Right rear saving is going to be huge. If Cale Spicer shows up, he's probably going to win, and the rest of the field will play out as it was. But the racing's been very good, and it's not a disappointing series at all. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the season goes. Hoping we get a few more cars in there. We've got a lot of guys registered, but not a lot of guys. I think we're getting 20. I think we've got like 40 some guys registered. I'd like to see that number get up to that 25 to 30 range for the races. So let's get these guys out here.
Listen, your confidence level was higher before before we started. Now it's down low. Like, bring that confidence level back.
No, I'm definitely feeling confident. I'm not saying it's. Do I feel like I'm going to be top 3? Do I feel like I have a top 3 car? Yeah, absolutely. Cale's just in a different world. I think I can keep up with them. Maybe if he shows up, I'll probably learn something from him. He's just so, it's like Nate. He's so used to being out front or what he does in these cars, and once you're out front, it's hard to do anything. And Cale's, I think basically this is the only car he runs, and he just knows the ins and outs of every restart, every lap, everything they do, whether it's short run, long run. He knows how the things in. I'm just learning. What are we 3 races into the season?
Yeah,
I think 3 races. So
week 4.
So you want to take a guess how many races I have in these cars?
3.
So that's how I don't know how it's going to go. I'm going to lie to you. I have 4 races. When they first came out, league I used to be running in did an 87 at Wilkes-Barre when they all came out together, and I did that race. That was a few years ago. So yeah, I have 4 races total. So I'm learning every week, and Cale's probably got 4,000 races in these things. So that's the difference. But yeah, it's a good field. Lots of great drivers. K-Spear's been running really well in this. Siegfried as well. Look, I think Nate will probably be showing up this week. He missed the one before, so Nate will be good. Even though Nate has no experience in these cars either, he's just that good. He'll be there. Mark Retchen's been running very well. He likes these ones. Hoping Coulter Jr. shows up because he likes these cars as well. He does great paint jobs. Thanks to him for painting a lot of the cars that are in this series. And again, it's a night for Chop Shop Broadcasting, so that'll be good as well. They've been doing a great job.
Church is going to have a good run. He
Yeah,
likes
Church has
his
been running well
cars.
too. Yeah, he does. He's been doing really well. Yeah.
Hopefully Jerry gets rid of his bad luck in this series. He's been a rough stretch. I look forward to seeing Tony do pretty good. He's got speed. He's just had bad luck.
And Clint, I need Clint to get a good run, especially in that 28 paint scheme, right? You want to see it run up front and do well. Yeah, it's a great series. Look, everybody come out and watch. Chop Shop Broadcasting does a great job on Chop Shop TV. The commentary is amazing. The racing's been really good. If you love old school racing, if you love 1980s, the big bodies, come out and watch it. It's been a great series. I'm enjoying it. I'm going for a championship. I know you said my confidence was high, and I'm a little down today after my truck series debacles last night, but I'll get it back, and definitely looking forward to a good run tomorrow night.
Yeah, you're going to definitely be strong in this series. I think there's some surprising guys in the top 6 in points over there. Actually, I didn't pull up the points for this week, but if I go and look at
I've got a good lead right now.
Yeah, you got
an 89 point lead, I think.
89 point lead. Mark Retchen is second.
We can bring him up, Brad, if you want.
Yeah, I'll have to do it this way. We're doing it the old school way. How to do that?
Share. Just go to share at the bottom. Shares.
There we go. Old school points. Johnny Hamby sitting.
I've read about Johnny Hamby. He's been running well.
Actually, I think Johnny Hamby's going to have a good run.
Yeah, and Brandon Zimmerman, he's another guy who's been running. And I forgot about Marasco. Marasco really good last week at Michigan, especially on a long run.
Yeah, he's going to be fast. Ty, Jonathan Case Beer. He needs to get the monkey off his back. Bad luck at our last race at Michigan. Point standings are different than now, but it's not hard to gain points right now. But when you miss a race, it's easy to lose points. It's huge. Yeah. So that's why Cal, after winning 2 races, is down there in 6th. I look forward to seeing a heck of a dogfight for these points, and every point matters,
It's a pretty good looking race car on that picture there too.
It sure is, isn't it? That's I like the back of it better than the rest of it,
I love the
on the back.
I love the white. I love the white with red. Big thanks to Michael Coulter for painting that for me last minute. He got up super early before that race at Michigan, and I found a couple of really old photos of that Jimmy Means paint job, and I sent it to him, and he was able to find a couple other, and he was able to whip that off for me and do a great job.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Gloves there. Tell everybody about your gloves.
These are Miranda's gloves. I don't know if maybe we could bring up the website or anything. I don't know if we can do that. But these are Canadian made. I know Stryker has a pair of them now too. These are Canadian made driving gloves for sim racing. And they're Dave Miranda's is the guy who makes them. He is a Canadian race car driver. He races GT3s, karts. He's actually won the Daytona 500. Or not Daytona 500, but the Rolex 24-hour. He's been on a winning team for that, I think, once or twice in a Porsche, I think, as well. I don't know if you can find the website. Did you?
I'm
Brad?
working on it.
I can show you the pair that Stryker has too. He sent me a pair, but they're awesome gloves. They're super sticky on the inside. They have a one finger that you're still able to use a phone with or a touch screen. I have the long ones, so they go up my arm about half 3/4 up my forearm. If you can see here. They come in multiple styles. You can see these.
They look really nice.
They are, and they're super comfy. Stryker loves his. Did you find the website yet? That's okay. I'm just gonna show you the ones that Stryker got. He sent me a photo of them. Oh, maybe he sent me a text. I'll show you the ones that he sent me. My screen here.
Here we go. I got it, Joe.
You got it. I'm just gonna share the screen right now. These are the Canadian ones that he sent me that I should get from Miranda's. But
I'll let you go first, and then
these are the ones he said I should get. These are.
Oh, those are awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They'd actually match my 87 paint scheme if I got those ones, but those are pretty cool. I like those.
That's pretty nice. We'll go ahead and show you guys the website. So as soon as you click in, 15% off of orders over $25 Canadian. That if you calculate that, ask Jason. He's pretty good at that. He translates a lot of.
Well, that's super cheap for you guys. That's like $15 American, I think.
Oh, I need
So
a pair of these. Ooh.
multiple styles.
And they're not bad priced.
No, and they're always coming out with new models and new pieces. They also sell shirts and hats and stuff as well. Socks, racing socks. If you can scroll down there, Brad, they also sell sim racing socks as well. If you can see
right
on
here
the screen.
In the box in the thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I love them. I've had my blue pair that you see here on the screen. I've had these for almost 3 years now. 2 years. 3 years.
Here's a pair of their socks.
Yeah. So I've had these ones for over 3 years now, and they're not worn at all. And I use them every race. So.
And the reason if anybody asks why we are wearing gloves when we're racing a simulator, it's not to protect our hands. It's to protect our equipment, because these dang things are so damn expensive. Actually, I'll pull out my wheel for a minute. This thing is like $300 something. Okay.
Is yours leather?
Yeah.
Yours leather? Yeah. So I have. So the leather is not as bad with the sweat on your hands, but there's another material called Alcantara, and it's a softer material. If I could get my wheel out right now, I could show you, but I can't quite get to it. But I have an Alcantara wheel. I have 2 of them actually. And the sweat on your hands or the oils in your hands just destroys them. So that's the reason I wear these. And I like the extra grip. They do feel nice, and we all want to be immersed a little bit. And feel a little more realistic. And if real race car drivers wear gloves, why can't we? So we're plugging Miranda's right now. They are not a sponsor. We just want to talk about the gloves. They're not a sponsor. But if Miranda's, if you ever catch this podcast and you want to sponsor this podcast, send us an email. We'll definitely love to plug your stuff if you want to sponsor us. But they have a great product. It's Canadian. I'm one of
socks.
Yeah, they're great.
They got little grippy things on them.
Yeah, they got grips on them.
That's awesome.
I wear racing shoes when I'm driving. I can show you, but I wear these. I wear real racing shoes when I'm driving, only because I like the feel. My pedals are really stiff and they're hard on my feet when I don't use them. But these are real. These are the ones I actually drove when I ran my real race car, and I still use them now.
Yeah, look at these Oakley socks. Ones. They're nice. Pretty nice. I think that if you guys ever see us, like we could I
could use a sponsor of these guys, especially I'm Canadian. I should be able to get an extra.
Listen, I could use a pair of these gloves and like really show them off. Like, the Dove Bomb is a very popular thing. Just saying.
It is, and I hear you're streaming now as well. So,
I am.
Yeah, and that's something I need to get to. And speaking of streams, let's just put a shout out for a few guys. Let's check out. First, we have to give a shout out to Signature Esports. They do most of our races, and they do a great job. So thanks to Jason and Signature. Chop Shop Media and their TV. A few of our drivers do streams now. So Brad Dove is on TikTok doing a live stream. Clint Hackett, his stream is, I know I haven't watched yours yet, Brad, but Clint's just looks fantastic. The way his camera angles are, he's got a golden voice. He talks to his viewers. I love it. I want to be able to learn how to do this. Shannon's been actually trying to find stuff online to help me get set up. She wants me to do this as well. I told her she just needs to come on camera and I'd get way more followers if she came on. People would like her better than me. But yeah, I don't know who else is doing. I think RB does some live streaming sometimes as well. K-Spear does. We want to watch our broadcasts, but if you want to go watch individual drivers' cams, see their opinion, get their, talk to them, check these guys out.
So I'm going to do this to give a little plug in. If you're looking for Clint Hackett, he streams on TikTok, Regulatory Racing. If you're looking for myself, you're going to look for, if you're on TikTok, it's Lone Wolf _trucker.
And speaking of Clint, I just want to say hi, Linda.
Yes, hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda. You're watching. So, I got a nice message from Clint. Said that his mom was very happy that we gave her a shout out. So
she's our
say hi, Linda.
Second.
I think she's our only fan. So I don't know if she's our only one or our favorite fan.
No, because Tyler's
Tyler watches too as well, and he gave us a good shout out. So hi, Tyler. I know he's
hi, Tyler. We appreciate you and love you.
Yeah. And another big shout out, thanks. And we don't do this every week, and I don't know why we don't, but our podcast wouldn't get put on YouTube, Spotify, all those things if it wasn't for Michael Strickland. He does our editing. He gets it up and running. He posts it for us. So thanks to Michael for taking the time after we do this at night to edit it, put it up, and big thanks to him for for putting up with all our crap and our bad podcasts sometimes.
Yes. So while we're at it, I just want to go and I want to share one more thing. So if you are looking for us and you haven't found us and you hear about us through Spotify or whatever, and you're trying to get a hold of us on YouTube where you can leave comments, whatever likes. If you go on our website,
If Monster wants to
or go to YouTube.
sponsor me too, I really like these green tea ones. So if somebody wants to send me a bunch of these, that'd be great.
you are looking for chopshop_TV. That is how you find us. You can see our broadcast for the 87s. You can do this. It's super easy. Go on YouTube at chopshop_TV. You know, we appreciate every single one of you guys that do come out and watch us. You know, we really do.
Another shout out. I'm going to shout out to Robert Church because
Yes.
Robert watches us every week too. And I thanks Churchy. I appreciate it. You're a great dude. I love hearing you. And Church's lady, her and Shannon tend to talk to each other during the broadcast. So it's shout out to them.
Yeah, huge shout out to everybody that watches church, all of them. We do appreciate you guys every week, and you know the feedback we get from you guys. Upcoming real racing at Iowa, pretty going to be pretty exciting.
Always good races there.
Good racing.
One of the best racetracks. Excellent in the Cup car. It'll be good. Again, it'll probably be a Toyota dominance. They've been so strong. 2311 especially. Look for Carson Hocevar, Spire to be strong this week. I'm really hoping Hendrick can get their cars to be bounce back a little bit. They've still been running well between Spire and Hendrick. They've been the best Chevrolets, and I don't really have a pick for this. I think Denny Hamlin is still everybody's favorite pick to go to a track like this. Larson could run well. It's a shorter track. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Denny Hamlin this week.
Well, he could bounce back and get another win. That's where he won last. I believe. Yeah, he did win this race last year. I would love to see Willie B bounce back there.
I personally want Ryan Blaney to get another win. He's my guy, even though I'm not a Ford guy, but he's my favorite driver and he's who I root for every week. But I'd like to see him get another win this year.
I'm not the biggest fan of the next driver. I'm going to say that's probably going to win Iowa, but he won recently, Joey Logano. It's pretty similar, shorter track
than Wilkesboro, and he was so dominant.
Yes, I think you see Joey Logano put on a show, and he actually ran second or third at Indy. So
yeah, that's a good call. That's a really good call.
Penske's on a roll with Joey. So
well, I think what's lacking in Ford aerodynamic is made up for in Joey's lack of hair. So I think that. That's where he's making up the aerodynamic advantage right now with that bald head. And I think Brad Dove is going to be faster now because if he wants to show everybody, he's got the Joey Logano haircut. So you tell me you're not a fan of Joey Logano, but you just went and copied his haircut. So there we go.
I just grow a better beard than him. Let's give a shout out.
That's fine, but you got the same haircut.
Let's give a shout out to some of our sponsors, Dove Farm LLC, Frago Paints, C2 Gaming, My Three Sons, Tracker Racing, Baller Status, Speedy Trophies, Admin Box, Stay Tuned Sports, Premier Racing Setups, MC Graphics, Hoosier Tires, Chop Shop _TV, Chop Shop Weekly, Dub Bomb, Inside the Rig, OutTX. Nobody else right now, but if you guys are interested in joining us, we're more than welcome to bring on new sponsors. And, these are the guys that help put the league together and everything. And, if you guys are interested in sponsoring us, reach out to either one of us via Discord. You can reach out to me at Truckin' Crazy on Discord. And Jason, what's your Discord?
That is a really good question. I don't know.
You can drop a comment in video or whatever.
Yeah, or video or contact Chop Shop Racing on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook too. You can find me on Facebook under D52 Racing or as Jason Day, my racing page as well. And I wanted to go over a couple other things, Brad, but I can't remember.
You can also look at Dove Racing if you need anybody, or Brad Dove on Facebook, or any of the other social medias that we all have. I've already given you my TikTok and everything. So
yeah, D52 is basically me on Instagram, TikTok as well. I don't use it very much, but that is where we're at. And let's just go. I wanted to say we miss Bollinger tonight. He's not here. He's doing some family stuff, and he's normally here producer. So hopefully he's back again next week. As much as he sometimes he can annoy us, we love him too, and we miss that he's not here. And just let's go over our picks one more time, Brad. We'll do our picks for the week. So
Trucks,
we
Nate
both
Pickard.
trucks, and I said, who did I say? Where were we at for
Oh
trucks?
no, trucks. I took Michael Strickland. My bad. You picked.
And I said Nate Pickard this week. I think you said Strickland 87s. I'm gonna go with Kale. I can't not go with Kale if he's there.
I'm gonna go with Day. So we can't pick the same driver, and
that's fine. Okay.
Xfinity,
O'Reilly, we're both anonymous. We're going with Tyler Lemon on that one. And the Cup Series at no, you know who I picked I picked Colby. That's who I picked. I picked Colby to win.
Yeah, I did pick Nate. Okay,
yeah. I picked Colby to win because it was where were we at? Iowa? Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa.
Iowa for trucks. And then the Cup Series, we are at Dover, and I took Brandon Banks.
And I took Striker for
that. And then you picked Joey Logano to win the real Cup race this week, and I picked Danny Hamlin. So that was our reviews for the week.
You know what's coming up? Real life racing, Knoxville Nationals.
Nice, yes. And there's also, speaking of bringing up races, we also have your race coming up on the 15th. Do we want to talk about that?
Yeah, we'll do that in 1 sec. Okay. I wanted to talk about Port Royal. Port Royal is back up on the market for sale. Very shocking after 3 years, year-to-year leasing. The fairgrounds is now no longer wanting to do a year-to-year lease. They want to do a multi-year lease. The guy leasing does not want to do it. That's huge in the dirt world. Mm-hmm. One of the premier racing places in Pennsylvania. Very shocking news to hear. And what's your opinions about that?
Well, it seems to be happening a lot of places lately. It's a hard racket now. Racing's expensive. Racetracks are expensive. People don't want them around anymore. We're losing some of the business. Do I want to see a racetrack like that go? No. Hopefully somebody takes over the lease and does multi-year. It'd be nice to keep these great tracks running. But it's happening all over the place. We're losing really great racetracks all over North America right now. And I'd like to see some of this somebody step up and get some of these grassroots tracks back. And the people that move in next to these tracks to stop complaining about that there's a racetrack there when it was there longer than they were. So I need to see some of that go and get our governments involved to help keep these racetracks around.
And please stop building data centers at these places. Please.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
We don't want them. We have enough.
And they take up all the water. So we got to stop. The data centers take up a lot of water as well. So
we love you and hate you all at the same time. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now we're going to talk about some races coming up. We'll talk about Bollinger's first. The Battle for East, September 18th, 7:30. It's $30 entry fee. They're paying out, I believe, stage winners.
There's also trophy prizes that he had made. There's going to be, I think it was a couple stage prizes, a couple different prizes as well. It's a 250 lap or 250 mile race at Texas, is it not?
It's 167 laps, 2 stages, 4 sets of tires, 2 green, white checkers finishes. It is at Texas.
Yeah, and it'll be on Signature Esports, and it's Bollinger's Way for supporting Childhood Cancer Month, and this month it'll be for Reese.
We've also got the race for my son, Race to Help Chase Carter Dove. We're trying to just raise money for a lot of his medical stuff and stuff coming up. August 15th, $10 entry fee, race at Talladega, 85 laps. I think we've settled on. Go over to Signature Sports, get in there. If you are not on his Discord, I believe I can give it to you. Give me 1 sec. Where the heck are you? I've got too many of them.
Do we just for the viewers at home, Brad, how's Chase doing?
He's doing good. He's walking around. He's doing the best we can right now. You know, it's he had a couple more seizures just the other day, and it's scary every time he has them. So yeah, things are up and down with him, and you know, I don't get to see him as often as I want because of his medical needs and his mother, but that's for another day.
Yeah. Well, we're all thinking about him, and hopefully this money will help get some more, pay for some of the medical stuff and help him get some more research and help that he needs.
Yeah, it's very helpful. Go over Signature Sports. You can probably click on any of his streams that he does and get his link to his Discord, and go from there.
Good cause to support.
Final thoughts.
I'm ready for a busy week of racing. Last week was kind of slow. Looking forward to tomorrow night's race at Phoenix. Love these old school tracks. Final thoughts on the league. League's been running really well. Lots of good racing. Hats off to all the guys that make Chop Shop what it is. Everybody that makes this show happen. Everything that makes the league happen. Thanks to you for accommodating a Monday night and making it happen tonight. So I apologize for being late, but it was a weekend away and I needed it. So that was good. And yeah, not a lot of final thoughts other than let's have a good week of racing. And I want to see you have a top 5 this week somewhere. So one of these tracks, you're going to have a top 5 this week.
I hope so. Hopefully it's Cup. I could use a top 5 in Cup.
I need to stick with the top 5. It's the only way I can keep Nate even close when he's winning all the time. So I need a string of top 5.
Dover's probably one of my worst and favorite tracks all at the same time because I have a few wins in different series there. And it also is one of my worst tracks because I can't save tires worth crap.
Yeah.
But running the 87s there actually taught me a different driving style there. So maybe it'll help me come Cup time.
Very good.
Final thoughts for me. Let's go have a good, busy race week. Let's finish out the week strong with work being a Wednesday. And I'll make sure our boys are on time next week for a Monday night show.
I'll try to be there.
We'll crack the whip on them.
Yeah.
He ain't getting fired. We can't fire him.
It was a holiday Monday for me, so that's why that was the excuse for me. It was a holiday, so I had the day off. I was exploring. I was away for the weekend, and new purchases for the desk. So I got some new NASCAR merch here. So it wasn't all a loss.
And we might have a new person coming around our podcast. We'll be maybe introducing somebody new. Let's have a good week, and let's see. Let's go see you win tomorrow night.
I'll try. See how it goes.
Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate y'all very much. Thanks, Clint's mom. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks, Linda. Thank you. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys soon.
See ya.
Yeah. Yeah. Monday at the chop shop, hood up, eyes low, 2 cars in the bay, and the whole block knows. Rumors in the morning, they spread like fire. Who got the faster line? Who got the tighter tire? I seen you on the screen, clean hands, hard stare. Virtual track, but the pressure's still there. I race at nights, you ghosting through the bend. One bad break move and the whole thing in. Come on, keep it in line. Side to side, no room, no time. Hear that crowd talk, hear that hate. One small slip and you make it wreck. Chop shop weekly, we come back mean. Side to side, we live that speed. Chop shop weekly, bad blood loud. One more lap and the roof comes down. Chop shop weekly, we gon' blink, don't freeze. Chop weekly, run with the bees. Friday night, same names, new grudge, old talk, new scars, same cold judge. You wanna race clean, but the story gets bent. One click too close, now the whole thing went. Wheel to wheel and the mirrors all blur. He cut your lane like he wanted the bird. Engine screaming, head full of rage. Everybody got a clip for the feed, next page. I saw the wreck and the replay spin, metal and pride and a twisted grin. And the worst part, they still ask for more, said run it back when they hit the floor. Come on, keep it in line, side to side, no room, no time. Hear that crowd talk, hear that hate. One small slip and you make it wreck. Chop shop weekly, we come back mean. Side to side, we live that speed. Chop shop weekly, bad blood loud. One more lap and the roof comes down. Chop, we come blink, don't freeze. Chop weekly, partying with the bees. Late lap, tense air, hands like steel. Everything fake till the tires feel real. Virtual smoke and a real life spike. Same old hunger every Friday night. They said slow down, I said watch me pass. Tail to nose and I'm built to last.